Hey everybody, my channel's been a little bit lacking for video game content. The closer and closer we get to Halloween, I've been, trying to focus on that and get as much stuff done. And I'm going to be leaving for some more shows coming up, so I might as well get some video game action in now while I still can. First, it's only a couple games I want to talk about today. Basically, the DS is, as everyone that's a gaming fan knows, is sort of on its way out. 3DS has been out for a little bit. There's not a ton of games coming out for it, especially like first-party games from Nintendo. So there probably will be a few more like surprise, games that pop up here and there. But the couple ones I want to talk about today are just recently have come out in the last week and then yesterday. So anyway, let me get started. First one is Solatorobo. Let me get it close up. Red the Hunter. This is a spiritual successor sequel to a PS1 title called... sorry, battery's going dead on the iPod. Tail Concerto. It was put out by Atlas in 1999. It's very cartoony, goofy. I mean, you play as animal characters, as you can see on the cover. But it was a good 3D platformer, and it kind of fell into a just cult status of being unique and fun to play, and had a little fan base that apparently have stayed with it for over 10 years now. And the company that originally put that out has been doing a bunch of Naruto games for the last decade. So they finally took a break from doing that and made official sequel, which is, well, like I said, sequel at ish, and it has cool. I mean, I guess I kind of want to do some unboxing for this because we're probably not going to get any more cool like packaged DS games like this, except for maybe. There's a Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor 2 coming out, so maybe they'll do like a cool little special edition or soundtrack edition for that. But not many more are going to be coming out like this. You can't really tell on the video, but the cover actually has like a raised edge to all the lettering and the picture on it. So, I always like little stuff like that. It just kind of shows, cool artwork and that they actually are spending time to, make a nice package for the fans. Comes with, it was a big box too, because the actual soundtrack is a full like CD case soundtrack that comes with it. Have not opened it yet, but it's a 24 songs on there, so a lot better than just a lot of the stuff coming out recently has been you get like a little sampling of a soundtrack, and then of course the game itself, which has the same art cover. But I've mentioned before in past videos, I do love when they use different artwork for like the booklet, and actually the game has different artwork on it too. So, just more things like it goes to show that they're putting an effort into making their product unique. And the art book inside is full color, or not the art book, sorry, the instruction booklet is full color, which is really cool. You don't really get that a lot, with games, especially from smaller companies. This was picked up by Exceed, which, like Atlas, one of the last few really good publishers for RPG, weird adventure games like this. This is not an RPG. This is more of a 3D platformer adventure type of game. You ride around in a robot, and his Robo is what it's called. But so the few little things I've heard about this, I have not really. I just picked it up today, so I haven't got a chance to play it. But it's a little bit more. Not kiddish, but it seems like the story is a little dumbed down, but the detail to the areas, the characters, even like the voice work apparently is supposed to be, or the not voice work, sorry, the text in the story is supposed to be presented very well. It's just it seems to be at maybe a younger audience level, but either way. I picked that up. It'll probably end up being like a little collector's item and harder to find down the road. I know my store only had 3 copies come in, and 2 of them were sold today. So the other game I want to talk about, which I have played and I am really enjoying, is Kirby Mass Attack. And again, this is what I mentioned earlier as of being like Nintendo first-party titles. This is a good chance going to be their last title that they actually put out on the original DS. Very fun. You play as up to 10 Kirbys. The main bad guy, which I immediately stuck out to me being very different from other Kirby games, was a skull-faced, caped guy with a big skull necklace on, just a lot more dark and menacing than past Kirby bad guys. His name is Necrotius, sort of a goofy name, but he splits Kirby up into 10 different little Kirbys, and throughout the levels you go and collect additional, Kirbys. You start off as one, and then you go through and you collect more Kirbys as you go through the level. I just said that like 3 times in 3 different ways. But you use the stylus to guide where the Kirbys go. You point a little arrow, you point on the screen, and a little star pops up, and then the Kirbys will run towards the star. You can click on them and drag them up to different areas, and they'll all kind of bundle together and follow you. It sort of has like a Pikmin feature where you click on a bad guy, they'll all go and kick its ass and pound on it, and then they'll get like thrown off, and you gotta go click on them again and put them back on. Very simple controls to it, but I found them, they're not too hard, they're not too easy. It's just it's a little bit different, and I think that's what Kirby games have really come to be, is that they are different type of platformers. They're not they're not so straightforward as other ones, or as some of the Mario games. You get like a different style in a lot of the more recent ones. Canvas Curse, which I've seen in interview or reviews and stuff, how that was a big seller for the DS when it first came out, because it really took use of the hardware. And then this is sort of a good way for the DS going out, where it's just a different take on the hardware and on Kirby. So I enjoyed it. I'm not done with it yet, but there's 5 worlds. There's mini games to play. It's a huge game. There's a lot of content in here, and it's definitely worth a pickup if you like platformers, or if you haven't played a Kirby game in a while. Kirby Return to Dreamland will be coming out on the Wii shortly, and that is sort of more of a classic Kirby, sucking in the bad guys, taking their powers. I know a lot of people sometimes miss that style of Kirby. Epic Yarn, which was on the Wii and came out last year. Was it last year now? It was about a year ago. That was a totally different style of a Kirby game, so definitely check that out. Really, all I have interesting in my sights coming out soon is, like I said, the Devil Survivor 2, sorry, the Shin Megami game. Overclocked came out on the 3DS, which is a remake. I mentioned another vlog of the first Devil Survivor, but the actual sequel will be coming out on the DS. I know it's kind of a little confusing that they put remake out on the 3DS and then the sequel will be coming out on an older system. But that I'm gonna guess that as of right now on the announcements and radar and to pre-order games is really one of the only few really intense titles, more content, more of like a hardcore fan base that's coming out. So that's coming out in early 2012. But that's about it. There's still a little bit of life left in the DS before the 3DS fully takes over with Super Mario 3D Land, Mario Kart, Kid Icarus, all that stuff coming out over the next few months. So Resident Evil Revelations, that's another one I'm definitely looking forward to. That's it, guys. Just trying to sprinkle a little bit of video game-ness on my channel, and after this it's back to the regularly scheduled Halloween and Corn Tour programming. So peace out, guys. Talk to you later.